Hey y'all, it's old Paz here. Uh, if you look over my left shoulder, you'll see there's a awesome. It's called a lino cut that my aunt made. It's of Noah's Ark. If you're having trouble seeing it, I know it's pretty small on the screen, but there's the animals and the rainbow, and it's an absolutely gorgeous picture. She cut it into, I believe, linoleum and then painted it and pressed it and made a print out of it. And that was her wedding present to Teresa and I. But looking at it jogged my memory about something. I remember it in 2 Peter, and I looked this up real quick. 2 Peter chapter 5, and it's talking about the acts of God. It says, "And God spared not the old world, but saved Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." So, of course, the story of the flood, etc. But what really got my attention was Noah, the preacher of righteousness. Interesting, if you go back in Genesis and find out when God commissioned Noah to build the ark and when finally God shut the door to the ark and sent the rains, there's about 120 years span between those two points in time. And to think that Noah was out there building the ark and preaching, he was a preacher of righteousness, to whoever would listen at the same time, boggles my mind that the only people that followed his call to enter the ark were his wife, his three sons, and their three wives. One wife apiece, not three each, for a total of 8 people. And just thinking about being an effective preacher. Noah was an ineffective preacher. He preached the right message, and perhaps he may have been the best preacher uh, in human history. We wouldn't know it by his results. He only got 8 people on board that ark. So I'm very curious to those who are watching, how how do you find it effective to share the gospel with people? I do believe that we scatter the seed of the gospel and others respond as God leads them. But I also believe there's an effective way to scatter. I believe that some preachers are more effective than others, not because God isn't active in both ministries, but because the preaching is better. Are there certain uh, ways to proclaim the gospel that are more effective than others? And what have you found in your life? How have people responded to you? And what have you found most effective? The best way to share the love of Jesus Christ with others in a way that they may more readily respond to that great news. And maybe you have some horror stories about uh, ways that people have gotten up in your face and confronted you and more pushed you away from receiving the gospel than drawn you to it. So I'm really curious to hear your feedback. Go ahead and comment at the bottom of the video or perhaps post a video response. Looking forward to hearing from you.